Hey everybody, AZ Badfish here. Welcome back to another episode from the Lionheart server. So today, do a little bit more work on the castle, but instead of, sprucing it up and making it look better, what's already here, I kind of want to add some stuff. So, if you guys remember, a little while ago, we did a little bit of landscaping around here, and if you were there when I was streaming, you would know that I had said maybe we could do something like add a big sewer drain coming out of here that's connected to the dungeon underneath. And it could be like a way to basically escape the dungeon. It's a typical evil overlord type of castle. There's plenty of overlooked ways in and out, and yeah, we're not really going to worry too much about that. But anyways, so I kind of was thinking I wanted to do that today, but that of course means that I need to build the actual dungeon, as well as, add the sewer pipe or whatever that comes out in this little pond right here. And possibly do something with the pond here. We'll probably end up doing that later, maybe on a stream or something. We'll come out and make this like a bigger lake or something like that. But yeah, I think that could be pretty cool. So I'm down here. Well, I need to take the Y level, basically. I need to know about where exactly this is, so that I know while I'm building the dungeon where I can put it. It's not going to be a huge dungeon. This isn't a huge castle, so a small dungeon is probably fine. Plus, we're going to need room underneath on the other side for the storage room. And as you can see, there's not a ton of room here. The castle's kind of right on the edge, so we might even have to build this out a little bit. But I guess we'll see. When we come to that. But let's go ahead and hop over here. I guess maybe right here is a good spot. And let me just write down these coordinates real quick. And alright. So we can come in here and probably sleep, because it looks like it's becoming nighttime. Although I don't know if it's quite there yet. Nope, not yet. But obviously we want the dungeon, the entrance to the dungeon, I suppose, to be around here somewhere. And I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that. I was thinking about a staircase maybe, but I don't want it to be right in the middle here. So maybe it makes more sense actually to start a second downward staircase over here. Maybe like right here, so that we end up underneath all of this stuff here. That sounds like a good idea, actually. That sounds like a good idea. So let me go gather some materials and sleep this night away, and then I'll come back to you guys. So it occurred to me while I was looking through my materials and figuring out which resources I needed to grab that I could probably use some gray concrete, which I don't have any. So we're going to head out to the concrete duper, but first I want to jump into Spawn Town and see if Ike has stocked up his shop yet. If you didn't know, Ike has been doing some awesome map art, and he's going to be selling them in a store, and I wanted to check that out. So let's head on over there. The town hall looks pretty cool. I like it. Is there a path over there? No. I'm going to have to run through the grass like some sort of ordinary citizen? What kind of garbage is this? Fix your path, Ike. Ooh. 32 diamonds. Purchase up top. Okay. I don't actually think I even have 32 diamonds. And again, we have another shop without an ender chest. I do not understand. That should be like a law in Minecraft. If you open a shop, you need to have an ender chest. Yeah, do not have enough money. All right. We'll have to do some mining and come back, I guess. But all right, off to the duper. All right, here at the duper, got everything set up, and it's looking kind of fancy in here with the shaders. I kind of like it. It's very bright in places, very dark in others, but that's what you get with shaders. So I'm gonna hang out here for a bit, let this run for a while, and hopefully get enough gray concrete. Do anything I need to do with it. Oh yeah, that should be enough for sure. All right, let's get back home. Alrighty, so I went ahead and converted all the concrete, except for 2 stacks. You never know when you're going to want powder for, textures and whatnot. But we don't need that right now. But we got to start digging first. We got to start digging. So I am going to do that. Try to figure out the best way to have this staircase that's going to go in right here. And yeah, I guess we'll see how this turns out. And I'll come back to you guys once I've got it all figured out. Alright, so it didn't take me long to kind of sort this out. So originally I was thinking to make this too wide, but didn't really work out that well because of this block right here, and I really don't want to remove it. I really want this slab to stay where it is. So I was thinking, you know what, this is a dungeon entrance. Doesn't really need to be big and fancy as much as small and kind of dank and not very much fun, because dungeons in general are not very much fun. So I came down here, and then I'm like, oh yeah, there's a big open space in here because I just built over the original cliff, right? And instead of filling it in, which was a smart idea because I knew I was going to need this space. So I come down here, and I'm like, well, this is basically the outside. I cannot go any further that way. I might be able to add in a cell here, but if I want to make these, I'm thinking something like 2 by 3 small cells, right? Small cells. These prisoners are not going to be living a life of luxury, that is for sure. I might be able to wrap around and dig in through here, and because this is actually underneath the castle, and I'll just be digging into the wall here, or into the ground, I mean. But we could put up a wall on this side, maybe have 1 cell here. I don't know if that would work though. It might look weird to have just 1 cell here, because we're going to have like probably 1 here, and then wrap around and maybe have 2 more, and then have the pipe running underneath all of it, and maybe have it turn and then go out that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to need, I didn't bring any stone bricks with me, but that's okay because I have my ender chest. In here, I've got all the stuff I should hopefully need. We're going to need to cook up some cracked bricks for sure. Definitely going to need some of those. Do I have any vines? That's a good question. Do I have any vines? If I did, it would probably be in here. I do not. So, I'm going to need some shears real quick. I can make some of those. Wow, I am low on stuff. Got lots of gold because that gold farm is awesome. But yeah, definitely running low on some other materials, which would be nice to have, But I'm gonna go collect some vines from the nearby swamp, and then make some mossy bricks, and then build this out a bit and bring you guys back. All right, so dungeon is done, kinda. I'm not super happy with it, but I'll show you what we got going on. Now, I'm not worried about how close quarters it is, right? It's a dungeon. It's not supposed to feel nice and happy. Close quarters, tight spaces, I'm okay with it. What bothers me about it is that I have to use iron bars across the whole thing. I originally wanted to use iron doors here. I can show you why that's not going to work. So if I put the door here, it doesn't connect. I mean, you still can't get through there, but it doesn't connect. And it doesn't matter which side I put it on, right? If I put it here, it still doesn't connect. And, I mean, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. But I don't think it looks good. And that, of course, is what's most important here, because this isn't really going to be functional at all. It's mostly just for looks until we lock Nina in here, and in which case we don't want her to be able to get out, so a door of any kind is probably a bad idea. But yeah, this is done. I got 4 cells all the way around, and I think it worked out okay. So what I want to do next is clean up all of my shulker boxes and stuff. Made quite a mess up here. We'll clean all this up, and then I want to get underneath this to add in the sewer pipe. So let me get this stuff going, and I'll come back to you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm underneath the cells here. You can see the bottom of the cauldrons here. And what I'm going to do is just kind of build like a 3x3 tunnel that's surrounded in gray concrete to be the sewer pipe. That's going to run out of the building and it's going to come out under here. And then we're going to have some water running. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to have to drop the level of the pipe by 1. Once we get out 7, so about here, we'll drop it down by 1 so that the water just continuously flows. Possibly have to drop it down again so it'll actually come out 2 lower than it is now, which is fine, but I just wanted to get an idea of where everything was going to go. So, it might be a little weird if you're actually in here because it's going to end up right. Oops, I didn't want to do that. It's going to end at the wall here. I'm not going to worry about having a sewer pipe that runs through the entire place. But, you know, maybe one day we can add more to it, which is cool. And what I plan to do here for these is I am just going to, I don't have them on me, but we'll just put an iron bar under here so that it kind of looks like it's secured a little bit, but obviously it's pretty easy to break through if you need to. If you're a prisoner trying to escape, but, you know, we're not going to worry about that. So, anyways, I'm going to add in all this pipe stuff, and I will see you guys in a second. Alright, so the pipe is pretty much done. All I've really got to do now is add the water in, which is something that I wanted to do. But I want to make sure I have multiple buckets here. Okay, cool. Do I not have depth strider? I do. Why is that so difficult? So there we get that. And we're going to need to add more buckets along here. Maybe just one. Not sure. Actually, no. I'll need both of them. There we go. Yeah, like that. So now I can actually take these torches out. There's nothing will spawn in here with the water like that. And cool, now we got a little sewage pipe, sewer pipe, and we'll finish it off by adding one more bar here, like that. Cool, so now nobody can actually get in there. Now the only other thing we've got to do for this project is actually fix up some of the landscaping, because you can see, you know, we can see into the hill now. I want to cover that up. I probably want to make this pipe actually pop out, so I might take this little bit in a little bit, and of course we poke through in a couple places, so I need to fix that up. So I will do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got this all cleaned up. I got the pipe coming out. Now I got the shaders back on now that I'm not working inside and messing with the light levels and stuff. This looks kind of weird in this shader pack. Like the water flowing down, it's as reflective as everything else, as you can see, which is, it's fine on water that's like that, but on water that's like flowing, it's, for some reason, it's pretty weird. I wonder if there's like an update I can get for it or something like that. I don't think that looks particularly great, but everything else does. Everything else looks good, and it looks fine from over here, so yeah, sewer pipe coming out. Let's go, actually, before we sign off, check out the dungeon in the shaders. So yeah, we come in and we'll walk down. It's nice and dingy in here. I love it. I love it. The light is still a little bright, I think, but I mean, it has to be, otherwise, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world to have monsters spawning in there, but we don't want them spawning in the hallway, that's for sure. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. You know, I had fun kind of making that stuff. And if you did enjoy the episode, remember to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're new. Check out all the links down in my description. There's a bunch of people here on the Lionheart server. They're all down there. The Lionheart Discord's down there. The voting for Member of the Month thing, that's all down there, along with my personal like Twitter and Discord and my Mixer account, which is where I am streaming. So if you're enjoying this, make sure you follow me there too and hang out with me while I'm streaming. But alright guys, that's it for now. This is AZ Badfish signing out. I'll see you later.